Yo, what's good with y'all? Today is day 4. I gotta hold this thing. Just see. Alright, today's day 4. I'll just do this. Alright, today's day 4 for me of choosing life. Initially I wanted something a little bit more, a little bit more nicer. The sun was out, you feel me? But like it's late now, and I'm being relentless. Right? I've recently seen that my things is getting views, and I don't like it, bro. Yesterday I got like 3 views, 2 views. I got likes too. What? Why? It's a bit too early. Do you know what I mean? I did not plan for this. But nonetheless, you feel me? To whoever watched it, I appreciate you. I hope you watched the whole thing. If you didn't watch the whole thing, I don't blame you. We're still in the building phase. You understand? We're still in the building phase. But unlike my other attempts, today I actually have something that I want to talk about. You feel me? Because I think after yesterday's one, I was like, yo, bro, like, I don't like the whole unfiltered, unstructured thing. I like the unfiltered, but the unstructured, that's not really my thing. But luckily today I have something to talk about. I have something that I want to talk about. Right now, I'm not the most articulate person, but I like to think of myself as someone who is emotionally intelligent or something like that. So basically, what I want to talk about true colors today. Now, when I mention true colors, I mean like true colors in people, right? I feel as if all of us as individuals all have our true colors, right? And as we go through life, our colors change. You know what I'm saying? Our colors change because recently I've been keeping up, with the MCU. I've been keeping up with, Marvel. I've been keeping up with the castings of DC. I've been keeping up with all of the superheroes stuff. I've been keeping up with the comics, and the really funny thing is that I haven't done this in damn near 10 years. I haven't done this in 10 years. Because when I was a little kid, I used to love superheroes. I used to love comics. That was my everything, my everyday, right? But then as I got older, and as kids, we grow older, and then we start to mimic people that are above us, people that are older than us. Reading comic books wasn't that cool. Liking superheroes wasn't that cool. Thinking that you a superhero was not that cool, right? And also with me, I also grew up watching Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and I loved the idea of being cool. All of the cool kids that I'll see on my TV, that I'll see, just in the media, I was like, yo, I want to be cool, right? When I was a little kid. So obviously, as I grew older, that was always in the back of my mind. Like, my goal has always been to be cool. Now, I was cool, right? In certain senses, but the thing is, I wasn't getting the right validation that said that I was cool. Like when I was younger, as I started growing older, nobody was like, superheroes are cool, right? Superheroes were for the nerds. Superheroes were for those weird kids. Superheroes were for, the minority. Superheroes were for like the kids that nobody talks about, that nobody cares about, right? And when I look back, I feel like those kids are like the strongest kids. But at the same time, I don't feel as if they're the strongest kids because, sometimes in life you gotta adapt, and a lot of those kids didn't adapt. But that's besides the point. Oh my days, I just smacked my glasses. Let me just refrain from anything. One of my pet peeves, I hate when niggas smack my glasses. You know how many times my glasses have fallen in my lifetime? Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. But back to the topic about true colors. I feel like all of us, we have true colors. And recently, a lot of the stuff that's cool now, like a lot of stuff that people see is cool, people, people praise or whatever, people hold in high, whatever. It was some of the stuff that like I would get cooked for. Like, I'll get baked for. Like back in the day, most of these stuff weren't cool. Superheroes and comics were not cool. Nigga, I'm seeing some of the finest women talking about they want to go watch Spider-Man. I said, excuse me? Where were you in 2016? Where were you in 2015? I know where you were. You were laughing at me. Do you understand? You were laughing at, man. Do you know what I mean? But it's cool though. I'm sexy and I know it. It's fine. But with regards to like true colors, I feel like as we go through life and as we get older, a lot of times our true colors are hidden, right? Like I feel like a lot of people, especially like those that have been to high school and those that are old now, I feel like a lot of them, they had to change their colors. You feel me? Like, let's say as a kid, you were a blue kid. You were blue. Like, you loved blue. Blue was your thing. But like, blue got you in a lot of trouble, you know? You were emotional, you were this, that, and the third. So obviously, as you grew older, you had to adapt. So you had to turn to red, you know? You had to be a little more feisty. You had to have a little bit more tough skin, right? But deep down inside, you were always a blue kid, right? And I feel like a lot of times as we go through life, we often adapt, nah? And then we take the lessons that we take like the tests that we've been through, we take the moments where we've had to adapt, and then we start holding it as our identity, as that's who we are, when that's not really who we are. If you get what I'm saying, because like if you was a blue kid, like if you were emotional as a kid, ain't nothing wrong with being a little emotional. But then as you grew older, you start to become more violent, more aggressive, or just more stoic and more nonchalant. I feel like deep down, like you're not being who you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And so in that, I feel as if all of us, I think we just need to tap into our true colors. You feel me? My true colors, I love superheroes. You know what I'm saying? I loved superheroes. I'm getting back into it now, but it's not the same. You feel me? I've been conditioned, you know, to what society wants. You feel me? I've been conditioned to like Hennessy, Don Julio. You feel me? Parties, all of this. I've been conditioned to like these things. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing inherently wrong with having a good time, but I feel as if there's a way to have a good time. And with me, recently, my true colors have often brought a lot of commotion rather than understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times, my true colors have not been beneficial to me. So as I've grown older, I've had to change and represent something else. And in the last 2 years, what I identified as from adapting, because, you know, me from 13 to 18, those are 6 different people. You understand? In all truth in the matter. And as I feel as if as I'm growing older, and as I've understood that, like, I don't need to be doing that, or that doesn't serve me, or that doesn't align with my beliefs, this doesn't, you know what I'm saying? My true colors have started to come back. And the nice thing about it is that since us as young people, or just us as a whole, as a human race, we all understand evolution, and we all understand that like you are who you are, and be yourself. That's one of the reasons why in all of my videos and the videos to come, I always put be yourself as a background track, because like that's the whole point of this, is for me to be myself. And you know what's funny? Whenever I chose to be myself, the joy and whatever I felt, it was like like life actually started becoming easier, and it wasn't this game that I had to play. You feel me? And so I just want to say that like you don't gotta play the game, bro. You don't gotta play the game. Like, there's a reason why you like what you like, you know? There's a reason why certain things make you happy. There's a reason why you get excited when certain things happen. There's a reason why a certain TV show, a certain genre just makes you feel like a kid again, because that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way you're supposed to be. You feel me? So I don't ever want anybody to feel as if they're not supposed to be what they are, or they feel inferior for who they are made to be, you know? And I think the best representation about this is a movie called Sing Sing. I just watched Sing Sing. It's a beautiful movie. But for you to understand my point of true colors, you need to take note of the other character. I know there's the brother Coleman, but not Coleman, the other dude. There's another dude. I think it's called Divine Eye. Just keep an eye on Divine Eye. Throughout the movie, Divine Eye's true colors start to come out. Divine Eye, when he was younger, he used to love to draw, love to do all of these creative and artistic things. But through growing up, like, he had to change. Like, he had to adapt. He had to be gangster to survive, you know? However, through the Sing Sing program, his true colors started to come out and he started to be free. And at the end of the movie, you know, it's wonderful. I'm not going to spoil it, but you feel me? Peep that movie. You know what I'm saying? And this video is longer than what it was supposed to be, but like, I really felt this, you feel me? I really felt like the true color-ish, you feel me? And to all of those out there, you know, that may feel as if they're in the wrong place or may feel as if something ain't right, I think it's because you're not truly being who you are, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not like, I think like, if let's say like you feel as if like you're supposed to be drinking or you're supposed to be partying or you're just supposed to be doing any vice of yours, if that's how you feel, I don't feel that's the right thing. However, I would encourage you to just rewind a little bit and find your true colors. And by that, you'll find some peace, you feel me? And also put God first, you feel me? I'm telling you, it works together. But look, I gotta go. Y'all niggas stay safe. And oh my gosh. And as always, I'm not promoting this. So if you see it, you see it.